Hey everybody, welcome to the final game in the Metamucil side of the bracket. As we are down to our final three teams, this is the elimination game to see who gets to face the Dodgers. It's the Orioles and the Yankees. Loser goes home. Winner gets the chance to try to beat the Dodgers twice. And for the Yankees, it'll be Hoyt as he gets the start, and Mike Cuellar for the Orioles. Yankees just coming off that tough 2-1 walk-off victory over the Pirates, courtesy of Mickey Mantle's homer. Now we start the top of the first. It'll be Paul Blair against Wade Hoyt. And that's a 2-6. 2-6 for Blair. 1-7 is going to be a single. And an 8-20, he will line it to third. And he lines it to Nettles for one away. So Blair's retired. Here comes Manny Machado, third baseman. 5-4 against Hoyt, and that's a double. So a solid double for Manny Machado. Brings up Cal Ripken. It's a 3-9 for Ripken. 3-9 is a fly to center for out number 2. So 2 down for Eddie Murray. Oops, just lost it there. Hold the phone. Let me get this straight here. Make sure this is not going to move on me again, hopefully. So we'll keep it going here as soon as I can get this thing level. And it may not ever be. Cheap little stand I'm using here. Spared all expense, or no expense as the saying goes. Alright, hopefully we're back in play now. Here's Eddie Murray. And that is a 3-7 for Murray. He's going to ground to short, and the inning is over. So the Orioles get nothing. We go to the bottom of the first. Mike Cuellar from 1969 will be on the bump, and he'll be facing Derek Jeter, the captain. 6-8. 6-8 is a 1-5 double. 6-20 for a single. And that's a 17, so it is a leadoff single for the Derek Jeter. Now, he's an ace dealer. Mickey Tettleton. He is a 3-rated catcher, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a 3-rated catcher is a -2. So he starts out as a 15. -2 makes it a 13. They'll go ahead and send him. So Jeter's going to try it. 1-13, he makes it. And he does. It's a 9, so he steals second base. He's in scoring position for Donnie Ballgame. And that's a 3-2. And look at this. Line out to as many outs as possible on the 3-2. So, manually, we're going to say he does line it to first. Murray snags it, throws it to Ripken for the double play. So it's a 3-3-6 double play. And just like that, there are 2 outs and nobody on for DiMaggio. Just when you think you got something going, you run into a double play. Or line into one in this case. 2-5. 2-5 for Jolton Joe. Is going to ground to short. And nothing doing for the Yankees. It looked promising, but the first inning creates nothing. And we go to the second, no score. Ken Singleton, right fielder. Leading it off, 1-6. He will ground to short. 1 away for the DH, Boog Powell. I was torn between Boog Powell and Chris Davis, but Powell, I think, had a little bit better average, so went with that. 6-7 against Hoyt is a 1-19 for a single. If it's a 20, it's a line out. It's a 12, so Boog Powell, 1-out single. Brings up Adam Jones. 3-6 for Adam Jones, and he's going to strike out. So that's out number 2 for Jonathan Scope. And that's a 2-9. 2-9, he's going to strike out, and the inning's over. So nothing going for the Orioles against Hoyt. Cuellar back on the bump. And Lou Gehrig. It'll be Gehrig, Ruth, and Mantle. 2-9. 2-9 is a fly to right. And that's 1 away. Brings up the Babe Ruth. Whoops, you would think I could put it in the tray there, wouldn't you? 1-4. 1-4 is a walk. Probably should have re-rolled that, but went with it. Here's Mickey Mantle. 5-3 It's Cuellar's ground ball first base X. That is Murray. He's a 1. And that's a 4. So the first baseman, a 1 and a 4 is an out 3. And if you haven't figured it out by now, out 3 is a double play, completion of double play. So another double play, turn by Murray, 3-6-3. And that's gotten Cuellar out of 2 jams. We go to the third, no score. I'll bring up Mickey Tettleton, Mr. Fruit Loops. 5-3. And he's going to draw a leadoff walk. So Tettleton with a walk. Brings up Paul Blair. 5-8 is a strikeout. Blair gone. It's Machado. Doubled his first time up. 4-10. This time he's going to ground it to short. Jeter's a 2. And that's a 19. So 2 and a 19 is an out number 3, which again is a double play. So it's a 6-4-3 double play to end the third inning. So we've had 3 double plays so far. 2 by the Yankees. Now this one, I'm sorry, 2 by the Orioles. Now this one by the Yankees. So the bottom of the third, Yogi Berra will lead off. It's Cuellar. It's a 2-4. 2-4 for Yogi. He's going to pop it to second. So there's one away. Brings up Greg Nettles. Nettles, a 1-8 for Nettles, and a 1-8 for Nettles is a 1-11 double. 12-20 will be a single. That's a 6, so it's a double for Mr. Nettles. 1 out double, and back in the lineup is Tony Push'em Up Lazzeri at second base. 3-7 for Lazzeri. And he will hit a ground ball to short, so he won't push him up. That'll be out number 2. Nettles has to hold. And we're back to the top of the order for Jeter. 5-9, 5-9. 1-5 is a homer. 6-20 is a fly to left. And it's a 16, so it is a fly to left to end the inning. And we've completed 3, and nothing's been decided. It's no score. Both starters meandering through the lineup once, and now heading to the second time through. Here's Cal Ripken. 4-3 against Hoyt is a ground ball to first, and that's one away. Brings up Eddie Murray. 3-10 for Murray, and he's going to ground to second. So that's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Ken Singleton. And that's a 1-6 for Singleton, and a 1-6 is a grounder to short. And the Orioles go quietly here in the 4th. So we go to the bottom of the 4th, and Donnie Baseball leading things off. 6-10. 6-10's a fly to left. One away. Here's Joltin' Joe. And that's a 3-8 for Joltin' Joe. And he's going to ground to third. Handled by Machado. 2 down for Lou Gehrig. That's a 2-3, and Gehrig will draw a walk. 2 out walk to Lou Gehrig. Brings up Babe Ruth. That's a 6-5 against Cuellar. Ground ball to second. Inning's over. We go to the 5th. Still no score. And Boog Powell, DH, steps up. 1-6 for Powell. 1-19. I think he had to stroll before. 1-19 is a single. Anything else, it will be or the 20 would be a line out. So it is a single, and he's 2 for 2. He has found that same roll twice. Here's Adam Jones, and we get a 1-9, and he's going to strike out. That's the second time he struck out. He's 0 for 2 with two Ks. Here's Scope. 6-7 is a strikeout. I'm sorry, it's 5-7. 6-7 is going to be a base hit. 1-19. It's only 1 star, so base hit for Scope, but Powell stops at second. Runners at first and second with 1 out for Mickey Tettleton. It's a 2-3, and that's a fly to right. Out number 2 brings up Paul Blair, and that's a 6-11, and he's going to ground it back to the pitcher, Hoyt, to end the 5th. So nothing doing for the O's. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Mickey Mantle. 6-5 against Cuellar, and he's going to ground to second. One away for Yogi. Yogi, a 2-7. And it's a 1 for a triple. Anything else will be a regular old single. And that's what we have, a 2-out single, or 1-out single by Yogi. Brings up Greg Nettles. 4-9. 4-9, a 1 to 14 is a single. 15 to 20 is a line out to Murray. It's a 4, it's a single, but it's only 1 star. Nettles is 2 for 2. Burns at first and second. 1 out for Tony Lazzeri. Orioles could use one of those double plays right about now. 6-10. Won't get it. It's a fly to left. But that's out number 2. And that'll bring up Derek Jeter, top of the order. 2-7 for the captain, and he grounds to third. Looking more like Tennille than the captain. And that's going to end the inning. So we go to the 6th. Still no score. And Hoyt. Whoops. Hit the camera again. My bad. You're rolling and all of a sudden you bump into something and it just ruins everything. So 1 minute, folks, and I'll try to get this. In fact, I'm going to pause this while I get this straight. Alright, hopefully that's better now. Here's Machado to lead off. And we get a 2-5, and that's a leadoff home run for Manny Machado. 2-5. So 2-5. The Orioles are on the board thanks to the Machado homer. Here's Cal Ripken. It's a 5-3, and that's a walk. So again, Tabletop Earl chiming in with the walk following the home run. I see it too many times, so I do believe it's true. Here's Eddie Murray. 4-4. Ground ball third base X. That's Nettles, who's a 1, so this could be a double play. See what we get here. It's a 16, a 1, and a 16 is an out 3, which is a double play. So that's 5-4-3 around the horn for 2 quick outs. And that brings up Ken Singleton. 3-8 for Singleton. 3-8 is a single. So Singleton with a single. Doing what his namesake says. He singles. Here's Boog Powell. 1-4 is a ground ball to first. Mattingly takes it, and the inning is over. But the home run from Manny Machado puts the Orioles up 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And that brings up Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. 2-6. 2-6 is a grounder to third. Machado takes it. 1 away for Jolton Joe. And that's a leaner, so I'm going to re-roll that. In fact, both were leaners. That's a 3-3 for Jolton Joe. And he's going to ground to second. Ground to second. The 6-7 that was a leaner would have been a fly to center, so he was going to be out either way, as it turns out. So at least that didn't cause any problems. Here's Lou Gehrig. 6-11. Ground ball to first. And Cuellar has shut down the Yankees through 6. We go to the 7th. It's still a 1-0 ball game. Adam Jones to lead off. It's a 5-7 against Hoyt, and that's a strikeout. So Adam Jones has got the hat trick. He struck out all 3 times. Jonathan Scope. 5-9. Pop out to the first baseman Mattingly. Out number 2. And that'll bring up Mickey Tettleton. 4-3. That's a ground ball to first, and that's going to end the 7th. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time. Cuellar back on the bump. Has to face Ruth, Mantle, and Berra. We get a 4-11. That's a fly ball left field X. That's Adam Jones. He's a 1. And that's a 17. So a 1 and a 17 is an out. Good play. 1 away for Mickey Mantle. And has a 4-5, and that's a strikeout. So Cuellar with the K on Mantle. 2 down, nobody on for Yogi. 3-8 for Yogi. He's going to pop it to Murray, and that's going to end the inning. So 7 innings are in the books. It's still 1-0. And the Yankees are actually going to go to the bullpen. They're going to go to the Goose Gossage. He will take over for Hoyt here in the 8th inning. So the Goose from 1979. is in. His Hoyt goes 7. Gives up just the 1 run. The home run by Machado, his only blemish. Here is Paul Blair to lead things off against the Goose. It's a 6-11, and that's a fly ball left field X, which is Babe Ruth, who's a 2. And that's a 9. 2 and a 9. 2 and a 9 is a, look at that, 2 and the 9 is a double. A double for Paul Blair. So Ruth not able to get to it. Lead off double. And there comes that man Machado. 6-7, and that's a strikeout. So Goose says, if you're not going to field it for me, I'm going to have to just get the strikeouts myself. Here's Cal Ripken. 4-4. He's not kidding, another strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. It's up to Eddie Murray. Blair at second, 2 outs. It's a 4-8, and it's a walk. So he didn't want any part of Murray. He's going to go after Singleton instead. And these are both 1979 cards, so this was a regular season matchup potentially. It's a 2-10, and he gets Singleton to fly to right to end the 8th. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 1-0. Cuellar, no reason to take him out. He's rolling. Here's Greg Nettles. It's a 4-9, and that's a single potentially. 1-14 is a single for Nettles. It's a 19 though, so it's going to line it to Murray. 1 away, and Tony Lazzeri is scheduled, but he's going to be pulled back for a pinch hitter. They need somebody with some pop, more than Lazzeri has. So they're going to go to, I believe it's going to be Roger Maris. Talk about pop, there you go, 61 home runs. That's pop enough for you. So he's going to be the pinch hitter, and Joe Gordon is going to take over at second in the bottom or in the top of the 9th. But right now it is Roger Maris pinch hitting for Lazzeri. So Maris stepping in there against Cuellar. 4-10. Ground ball third base X. That is Machado, who's a 1. And that's a 14. So a 1 and a 14 is an out, and Maris fails in the pinch hitting role. But it was off the pitcher card, so can't really blame him too much. So 2 outs, base is empty for Jeter. And that's a 6-7. 6-7 off Cuellar is a fly to center, and that's going to end the inning. So we go to the 9th. Still 1-0 in favor of the Orioles. And Mariano Rivera will be in to pitch in the 9th for the Yankees to try to keep it 1-0. When you're down 1-0, it's the 9th inning. You put in the best you have, and that's what they're doing. So we got Powell, Jones, and Scope. We got a 3-3. 3-3 for Powell is a ground ball to second, 1 away. Brings up Adam Jones. 6-9 is a strikeout, so he gets the golden sombrero. He struck out all 4 times, so he's out of there. And here's Jonathan Scope. 5-2 is a ground ball to second. That's going to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Now the question is, do they leave Cuellar in, or do they bring in a reliever? They're going to keep Cuellar, but they will make a defensive change, as Mickey Tettleton's only a 3-rated catcher, so they're going to bring in a much better catcher. And if I can find his card, Rick Dempsey. Rick Dempsey is a 2. So he's taken over as the catcher for Tettleton, just to try to control the running game possibly. So Dempsey is in to catch here in the bottom of the 9th. And he'll be facing, Cuellar will be facing Mattingly, DiMaggio, and Gehrig. But the Orioles do have action in the bullpen. They do have Zach Britton. So Zach Britton is in the bullpen, loosening in case Cuellar gets into any trouble. But it's going to be Mattingly, DiMaggio, and Gehrig. It's a 4-9, and that's a 1-14 single. 15-20 is a line out. That's a 6, so it's a leadoff single for Mattingly. And they're going to pull the trigger right here. They're going to Zach Britton. Not going to waste any time. Not going to screw around. Zach Britton coming in for Cuellar. See if he can't close the deal. He has to face Jolton Joe. And that's a 2-9 for Jolton Joe, and he flies to center. Out number 1. And of course, if the Orioles do win this, they'll get their rematch with the Dodgers. Here's Gehrig, 6-7 against Britton is a fly to left. That's 2 away, so we're down to Babe Ruth. It's Zach Britton against Babe Ruth. It's a 1-3. Ground ball to second. That's going to do it. The Orioles have knocked off the mighty Yankees by the final score of 1-0, thanks to a Machado home run. So the evil Empire Yankees have been eliminated. And we're back to where we started from. It is going to be the Dodgers and the Orioles in the finals. But the Orioles have to beat the Dodgers twice. That's the caveat, because they already lost to them here. But there's your final 2 teams left in the tournament. So I hope you all enjoyed that pitching duel. Zach Britton gets the save, Cuellar the win, and Hoyt the loss thanks to Machado's home run. So that's going to do it from here. Hope everybody has a good time rolling whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.